Today we are just not being the entire world, but two people talking about Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
So this was a Netflix movie that came out, I think, last week, directed by Zack Snyder, and I'm just gonna straight off the bat say I like most Zack Snyder movies more than a lot. Well, I don't even know. I don't know. But I'm just gonna say I actually am a fan of his movies. I really like Watchmen, which I know everyone doesn't love. Same with Man of Steel. Batman and Superman I kind of came to enjoy more over time, and I actually really enjoyed the Snyder Cut as well. And I think he's a great visual director, but his fan base, like,
it's cringe as
the
fuck.
Absolute worst fan base in the like. They're so delusional. They think he's God's gift. I don't even know where they're getting it from, but they think he's like God's gift to directing. And I'm not saying he's a shit director. I think he's actually a pretty good director, but like.
Have you seen the video of the stand-up comic, and he's like talking to him in the crowd? He's like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah." He's like, "What do you do?" He's like, "I make movies." He's like, "Oh, really? Like Hollywood blockbusters?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Zach." He's like, "Schneider," and he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Fuck!" Like this, that's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, but I just want to say that the Snyder fan base fucking piles of shit, but I do like his movies, so I'm not just hating on Zack Snyder. I feel like I have to say this because I am going to say that I hated this movie.
Yeah,
I fucking thought this movie was terrible, and I just don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened here.
So yeah, this movie had a budget of $70 to $90 million.
Yeah, and
so far it's made $780,000.
I mean, it's a Netflix release.
Yeah,
so.
But why would they put the box office? If it's
yeah, I don't know. Limited screenings, whatever the fuck.
Released in select theaters.
Oh my! I fucking thought I hated this so much. I can't even tell you.
Yeah.
I can't remember having hated a movie this much in a while. Yeah.
I was just trying to think.
I don't really know where to begin. I guess we just have to go through the whole movie and then
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. We're going to go through
it. Doesn't matter.
I didn't want to hate this movie. Trust me. I wanted it to be good. I wanted to have a good time.
I thought I was going to have a good time.
Me too. People said they were entertained by this. I don't know how. I honestly, what was entertaining about this? The opening credits were entertaining.
No. I think I have it in my notes. Generic font for the credits at the start. It was just the big fucking purple letters.
Also, the way it was shot out kept like just cutting in like closer. Did you pick up on that at all?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, exactly.
I honestly tried tuning this out.
I'm just gonna say it's never. This is the first movie in my life it's taken me more than one sitting to watch, because I started watching it on Friday night when I think it came out. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
I also tried watching it Friday night, and then I got about 5 minutes in and I was like, I can't do this.
I was getting put to sleep, honestly. I was expecting this to be a fucking heist movie, Batista's in an action.
I didn't even know it was going to be a heist.
Oh,
I thought Dave was going to be like a mercenary sent in to kill people.
But they have to go into Las Vegas. It's zombies quarantined off, and there's a heist they have to do. I thought it was going to be over the top action, murdering, everything like that. There is like fuck all action in this movie.
Yep.
Like after the credits, it's like over an hour into the movie till the next action scene. This movie is 2.5 hours long.
When I saw the 2.5 hours, I was like,
Zack Snyder just make a fucking shorter movie, like straight up. This movie did not have to be 2.5 hours because
you could have condensed it into about fucking half an hour.
The opening credits, I was like, oh, okay, this is right. Like Zack Snyder usually does really good opening credits, but even then, I don't think anything was really that memorable.
Except for the parachute.
The guy falling.
That was the funniest part of the movie.
That was my favorite part of the movie.
Yep.
The guy in the parachute falling into the crowd of zombies, running out of bullets in his gun. And
I don't even know. Like, I think he just realized, like,
he's fine. Yeah, he's just dead because he can't. Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Also, something we just skipped over. There's like this whole opening scene with the army where the zombies get released. Someone's just getting.
They've just got married though.
Yeah, I know. So I guess it's honeymoon time.
Yeah, I think
anything goes. They're just outside Vegas, so getting amongst it.
When in Vegas,
but there's this couple driving along the road. One of them's getting sucked off, and his eyes are closed so tightly. There's armored trucks moving towards them. They can't see the lighting. They can't see the headlights.
Yeah, and then even the fucking armored trucks aren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Why does nobody? It's like they're driving.
That scene, I was like, is this meant to be funny? Because that and like the comedy in the entire movie, I didn't find it funny at all.
Yeah, no. The only scene I found funny was the parachute scene at the start.
Yeah, in particular, the character who's like the safecracker, who was like this foreign German guy. Yeah, like, he was meant to be the comic relief, and I was like, this movie just, it just made me feel nothing at all.
It made me feel annoyed.
I didn't even get annoyed. I was like, there was that character who, this movie had so much cliches as well, like aliens, it's like a team of people together, and then
it was like Suicide Squad meets.
There's like a fucking Mexican or Spanish person with a red headband, and also someone who's working with the corporation and who's betraying them.
Yeah.
And then he
gets his comeuppance.
You're meant to hate this guy, and he's meant to get his comeuppance, and you're meant to be like, yeah, and I literally felt nothing at all.
And you get
like,
the cop that sexually assault someone.
You meant to want to see this character get murdered, and I didn't care that much. And then, like, I didn't care about anybody. I've never cared so less about characters in a movie than this one.
Apparently this movie was announced in 2007.
What? With Snyder on it?
It doesn't say that. It just says, oh no, Snyder was announced as director, so it must be... But that's insane. I was just like, this movie was fucking boring.
It was so boring. Which for a Zack Snyder movie, I'm just like, how? If anything, the action's going to be great. But literally, like the first hour of this movie, you're meeting all these people,
and I could not name one of them.
Couldn't remember any of the characters. They're given literally no, like two lines of backstory. There's no interactions between this team throughout the entire movie. Like they barely talk the entire time they're in Las Vegas. All they're doing is they're literally just walking around with their guns, just looking at shit slowly.
Yeah.
Like, they're not doing... Like, so much of this movie was literally just nothing happening. It could have been cut so much shorter. And I was so blown away that there was, like, so little action.
There was no action. There was no character development. There was no anything. Like, so basically Dave gets approached by Scorpion.
From Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Go watch our review of that. And then he's like, there's money in this vault, 200 million... Go get it, and I'll give you like 50 or
50 mil. Yeah.
Go assemble a crew, pretty much.
And then so he does that in 5 seconds, like easily. Everyone just wants to do it. No one has any trepidations.
There's no background. We're not given any relationship between Dave and the characters.
Like they apparently have had relationships off screen. Like we kind of saw in the credits, but like you don't even know the characters, so you don't care.
Considering this movie went for 2.5 hours, like
that's the thing I was gonna say. Like I was like an hour and a half in, and I was like, what has even happened in this movie? Yeah. Like nothing has happened in this movie at all up to this point. I still feel like I don't know anyone, or I couldn't even remember. Like someone would come up on the screen. I was like,
I don't even know Dave's name.
Neither.
I just called him Dave.
I was like Ward or something Ward. I think
Scott.
I call it. Was it?
I don't know.
No. Scott Calvin.
I have no clue.
Know, but
it was Scott Ward.
Oh, well, so there we got Dave's name. Like, and all the fucking character moments in this movie felt so forced in because they waited so long to do it. Like Dave basically murdered his wife in front of their daughter, and then she's always resented him.
She turned into a zombie though.
Yeah. And then, so she ends up on their team in just the most bullshit way possible because they have this subplot where she's kind of
30-second subplot.
Yeah.
Like that's set up, I mean.
Where they literally don't even mention it for like 2 hours of the movie, and at the end they're like, oh, yeah, we have to go do this. Then she's living in like the quarantine zone just outside Vegas, and then this woman she knows goes into, what was she even going in to do? I don't know. It literally doesn't even matter.
I don't even know if it says.
It's literally just to get his daughter inside on his team, but then I don't even know why, because they don't even fucking talk for more than 2 seconds in the entire movie. I was like, oh, Batista thought she hated him because he killed her mum, but then she was like, no, I hate it because you did it, and then you just left me afterwards. Like, obviously that's going to be the reason, Dave. Like,
yeah.
why did you do that?
Like, you saved her from a zombie. Like, she's not going to be mad.
You just left her there traumatized. Like, you're a fucking retard, Dave.
So I'm now just finding out that it is Scorpion's casino.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just
I couldn't even, like, honestly.
And he's a billionaire anyway. Why does he care about this money?
This movie made me so brain dead, like, just like a zombie, that I couldn't even, like, I don't know. I wanted to see everyone get murdered.
I mean, everyone does, thankfully. Like, there's nobody that really survives.
Yeah, good. But it took too long to get there. But yeah, the daughter gets put on his team just because she wants to go in there as well. And she's like, oh, if you don't take me, then I'll go in there and probably just die. And then there's that random blonde chick who was like leading through. Who even was she? Like,
she had obviously done like previous expeditions.
But I just didn't even care about this movie.
Las Vegas.
It just felt, this whole movie felt like, I said this to you already, it felt like a Doom 3 direct-to-video low-budget movie with random actors, and just like, it just felt like one of those pieces of shit you'd find for fucking behind a bunch of DVDs at the video store.
How long do you reckon it took them to write this movie?
Like, was there a script? I can't remember a single line of the movie.
Wrong. this movie, Zack Snyder has been working on this script since 2007.
Oh, well, fucking, what a waste of time, Zach. They just forced character development into this movie at the most random times. Like, at the end when they get to that vault and there was that one other random fucking girl who was there who I'm guessing they'd done shit in the past. And then she was like, oh, you know, I thought we could have been a thing, Dave. I came here for you.
Yeah.
And then dies immediately.
There was no setup. She had like 30
she
seconds.
just says that randomly and then just dies. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck was the point in that? Her death scene, though, was fucking, that was funny.
That was funny.
Does the elevator open or something? And then he just gets twisted fully around, and I was like, yeah, that's fucking funny.
You deserve that, you hoe.
Yeah, but anyway, we got some fucking notes up here, which is just they're throwing me back to my misery. Oh, you said how that fucking subplot with the pilot was just fully added, I know. So was she never on screen with anyone else in real life?
Not that I'm aware of. Chris D'Elia was cast, and obviously we know that Chris D'Elia is a rapist.
I mean, was it confirmed?
I'm pretty sure. Even if it wasn't, he was messing with underage girls. He's a fucking weird dude. So, yeah, he was originally cast. I'm not sure if he was cast as the pilot or if he had a different role. But where is it? I have it up here. So, he was cut due to sexual misconduct allegations, and due to COVID, they couldn't do any reshoots with the cast. So
she's all green screen.
She is all green screen,
which explains,
body doubles.
I feel like that whole plot was just so randomly added in. She was like not even with them the whole time, and then there's this on top of a building fixing a helicopter.
Yeah, you could tell that. It was a bit...
Was this shit?
Yeah.
That was just randomly added in. And
Schneider said it cost a few million to do.
Waste of a few mil.
Wow.
They could have gone to hunger or something.
It was Krista there.
Yeah. But that whole thing was like, what the fuck? And this CGI looked real shit.
I knew that going into it, that she had replaced him.
I had no clue.
Which, to be fair, they did a good job of it.
Oh yeah, because I didn't even. I was like, oh, this whole thing doesn't matter and it's shit. But like, I didn't think it was for that reason. Yeah, but so it actually fully makes sense.
She's on top of the building the whole time. They're all in the vault. The zombies end up getting down. They get the money.
See, this is like 2 hours into the movie, but like nothing of significance has happened until this point.
Exactly.
Like that, literally.
And then
the only thing I would say is that girl with the red headband, and that action scene was pretty cool.
Is that where she jumps out the window shooting the zombies?
It was on where she gets led in the wrong direction by the glow stick, and then she's having to fight them all off. Do you remember that?
And then,
it was like the only action scene in 2
shoots
hours.
The other Mexican guy shoots the gas tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, like,
that was before
he
the
could
vault,
have easily saved her.
Yeah, definitely. And she could have actually
because she jumps through, and then he's like watching her get killed, like killing them all, and like just letting her die, basically.
Yep.
I don't know. That was like the only action scene within 2 hours. See, how was anyone entertained by this? There's like, what were you entertained by?
Dave Bautista's scrotum-looking fucking head.
Dave gets nothing to do. He gets fucking nothing to do in this movie. I
enjoyed the soundtrack in this movie. No. There was like a few good songs.
I like the songs because I like the songs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
The shit movie.
Dave's daughter is fit. I said what she was. The zombie tiger looked cool.
Well, yeah.
The zombie horse looked dope.
I don't even.
But that wasn't even CGI.
That.
I think that was just a horse wearing a fucking costume.
Yeah. And basically, there's the zombies in this movie were so easy to kill. Like there was no tension, even though like there was one action scene every 2 hours. It was like they felt like no threat at all because they were walking around just so easily, just being like bang, bang, like when it would happen. So I didn't care about anyone anyway, and that just added an extra level of not giving a fuckness.
One thing I did in my notes, I said I love the opening of the vault scene.
Oh, well, that took fucking so long to set up, though. But I was like, hurry the fuck up.
Like the actual ending
for
of
like
that
the tripwire, like the door and shit. Yeah. That one was good, but fuck it, because he had to go and get like a corpse every time. And I was like, this is taking so long.
And then it felt like they tried to throw a shitty wee joke in where he heated the hand up in a microwave, and he was like, wasn't the meat, it was the heat.
Yeah, it's like,
and I was like, was I meant to laugh at that? Like,
I will say that guy had probably the most charisma in the movie.
The black guy?
Yeah.
He's black.
But like, again, who is he? Who was he? I don't know.
His name was...
So it was some foreign name. I couldn't remember. It was like Sarafa.
Vandero.
Yeah, that was that. And then, so the zombies break in, and then he gets trapped in the vault.
Which, how the fuck does he...
Because from here, I basically just skipped to the end of the movie. Because I saw that there was like 50 minutes left, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, so he gets trapped in the vault with the money.
And by the German guy who opens the door gets murdered.
Yep. He saved himself.
It's so weird. It was kind of like directed like it was like a bromance between them two at the end.
It definitely was.
Just random.
And then he dies. That's the last we see of the black guy until the end. Then what even happens after that?
So here,
Dave's daughter runs off.
I fully skipped from here because I didn't care about the movie, and there was so long left. I was like, yeah, nothing's probably going to happen, so I'll just see how it ends.
I mean, yeah. So they're in the vault. They're getting the money. Dave's daughter runs off, and Dave's like,
for the shit subplot.
Yeah, the zombies start coming down, and then Dave's daughter runs off. He's like, "Where's my daughter?"
I forgot all about that subplot until there was a point in the movie where they were shown again getting converted or whatever, and I was like, fuck, I forgot that was even part of the movie.
I also have a note.
It's literally as like the movie doesn't even treat it like it cares.
Yeah, I also have a note about the dead fetus that comes out of the queen zombie.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And it changes it from fucking blue to like normal skin color, I guess.
Yeah, cool. Check my notes back up. I want to refresh up why I hated this movie so much. Is that my ones?
Yeah, that's yours.
Slow, boring.
Like everything we've already said.
I was dead watching this movie, just typing those. The money was so easy to actually get. Like, that was not hard for them to actually go in and get the money at all. Forced character moments. Daughter, yeah, the neck twisted, yeah. No visual style for a Zack Snyder movie, I thought. And then dramatic moments. The moments were meant to be dramatic. I just found them to be like cringe and just weirdly toned. Like that German guy getting killed. That scene just, I don't know what. I don't think that was
meant to be dramatic. Like, because I don't even know what this movie was though. That's the problem.
It wasn't meant to be a dark comedy because it wasn't funny though.
Yeah, I don't know. Surely it wasn't. What's it actually?
As an action either.
What is it actually listed as?
Piece of fuck.
It's just listed as an American zombie heist film.
Yeah, an American fucking turd, mate. And then so what happened in the rest of the movie? Just tell me.
Yeah, so they basically leave with no money. The king zombie, whose name is Zeus. I didn't know that his name was Zeus. Where is it said in the movie? I don't know anyone else's name. I don't know anyone's name. He jumps onto the helicopter. Dave kills him. But he gets bitten. Yeah. So Dave then has to be killed by the daughter.
Cool.
And because they crash.
I skipped to Dave getting shot on the head. And they added like the last second, this time, they need this fucking time limit that they've got because the whole place is getting nuked. And they're like, oh, we've brought it up by a few days or a day or a few days or whatever. So then now so
instead of having a day, they have an hour and a half.
So now they're on a timer to get out to literally just add more tension. It's like they realised after they made it, this is shit, let's add like a time limit in to make it more tense. But I was like, yeah, murder them with a nuke and end this movie.
Yeah. Overall, this movie fucking sucked.
Dave getting murdered, everyone gets murdered.
I guess it kind of sets up a sequel.
Oh my god, please
sadly, because the black guy actually gets the money, somehow escapes the vault, which I guess
was like nuke proof.
Yeah. And how did he actually escape from the inside?
About physics, but yeah.
And then he basically hires a private jet, and then he's like, he goes into the bathroom. He's like, "Oh shit, I actually have a bite on me."
And then surely at that moment you just shoot yourself in the head and end it.
You would.
Like, a normal person would. But if you're a cash grabbing production movie franchise, you wouldn't do that.
You would set up a sequel.
Fuck, I hated this so much.
This is a hunker fuck.
This is full hunker fuck. At the start of this movie, I was like, I was feeling like I wouldn't like it at all, but I was thinking, yeah, not bad territory. And then it just kept going on, and I was like, I don't like anything. I hate this. I hate this movie. It's so fucking boring.
The only scene I felt emotion in was when the mother and daughter died. Got squashed by the container at the start.
Yeah, I guess. Like, that opening credits was alright. It was like, it just stood out because it was like, actually had energy to it, unlike the rest of the movie.
Yeah. Which was given to, like, because of the music, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like the Viva Las Vegas.
That was
stuff,
good. But I feel like it could have been done so much better. Like, I didn't even feel like Zack Snyder directed this movie.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was fucking weeding again.
His fans will say that Netflix
released the Schneider cut of Army of the Dead. I don't reckon he actually had anything to do with this.
I could not do that. I'd kill myself if I had to watch a 5-hour video. This movie felt like it was 5 hours.
It really did. It fucking sucked. I don't even really have anything else to say.
I hope I've made it clear how much I hate it. That's all. I want everyone to know how much I hated it. And I don't, tell me how you were entertained by this. Because I've seen so many people say.
Let us know in the comments.
People are like, it was just like a popcorn action movie. There's no fucking action for 2 hours in the movie. All they do is walk around.
Yeah.
Cardboard people walk
you'd think
around.
In at least a zombie movie, there's going to be some killing of zombies.
Yeah, there's fuck all.
And there was probably 20 minutes total runtime.
How are people entertained? You literally have to sit there for 2 hours.
But yeah, that probably brings us to the end of our thoughts, unless you've got something else to add. I just really want people to know I hated it. I just really hope I've conveyed it fully that this movie, it sucks.
I lost brain cells watching it.
If you've seen this movie, let us know in the comments below what you thought of it.
If you're a Zack Snyder fan, I hope you dislike this video.
No, we don't say that.
No.
But yeah, this movie sucks. Let us know what you thought.
Even if you're a Zack Snyder defender, how the fuck can you? It doesn't even feel like one of his movies.
Yeah, if you did enjoy this movie, have a conversation with us and let us know what you thought of it. I was hoping that
maybe in a good way it wouldn't feel like one of his other movies, which are just over-reliant on CGI and action, and this was just a complete opposite, but there was nothing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, definitely fuck.
Oh my god, I just love Ryan. I've ranted about this so many times. There's so many people. I'm like, have you seen Army of the Dead? Don't fucking watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've been the boys. Just talking.
Boys.
This is Just Talking, the best Just Talking channel on all of YouTube.
We'll rip shit on whatever the fuck you want.
Fucking 7 Dan.
This is actually
a fucking call out of 7 Dan.
You're taking everything I work for, motherfucker.
No, we're taking everything you work for.
No, but I don't know. What was I going to say? I don't know. Anyway,
this movie sucked. We'll catch you on the flip side. Piece of shit is what this movie was. Peace.